All right. Good afternoon, beautiful people. Today is day 15 of my 30-day challenge. I am halfway done. Um, so the last few videos have been about being enough and being seen and seeing others without judgment. Today, I'm being called to talk about the importance and the preciousness of each and every one of us. Um, Recently, I saw a video that someone posted on that song by Imagine Dragons. It's Believer. And but it was made by this choir of kids. It was called the One Voice Choir. And it's real cute because you get to see each and every kid from all the different backgrounds, all the different colors, the whole spectrum. And they all have amazing, glorious voices. Obviously, they've been practicing. But they also have a dance squad, amazing dancers as well. It's on YouTube. I don't have it linked, but go find it because it's super cute. Um, but what I loved about it and what really struck me is that as they're singing together as a choir, they have these moments where each little solo artist can go in and sing a couple of lyrics. And it struck me how beautiful each voice was, yet how different each voice was, and how they all commanded the room and the space. It felt very empowering to watch little kids have fun and to see them that they're empowering themselves within their own singing and in their art. They're obviously having fun expressing themselves, and they've been taught to polish that wonderful skill of theirs. So it's really neat to see that. And then it reminded me also about how I like to say happy birthday to certain people. And I always, I think it, but I should say certain people. But, it's one of those people, when you have those people in your lives that you just are just like, yes, thank God you're in my life. Because you have all of the people in your life. And this is what this video is about. It's all of the people. Um, but what I like to say is thank you for, so happy birthday, obviously. And then I say thank you for joining us here on this planet. This planet would not be the same without your presence. It is deeply appreciated. And thank you for coming down and hanging out with us. Because, life is temporary. We embody for just a blip of time in the grand scheme of things. And yes, we come in and we go out. So once you kind of really have that in your body, understanding that we will all pass, it just becomes more special. If you're gonna go through life like, oh yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Um, you're going with denial, straight up denial, which is okay. But if you can go with the knowing that this will end at some point, you can have gratitude for your life. And then you can have gratitude for the people that are in your life and gratitude for each experience. Um, Even the people that rub you the wrong way can be a beautiful gift because they taught you something about yourself. They taught you something about life. You just become more grateful in the everyday. If those people were not on this planet, you wouldn't have received that. And that's okay too. Obviously, it could have been very different. Um, but I like the idea that, when people say, oh, I met this person per chance. And oh my gosh, we hit it off and it was like we knew each other. I say, yes, you totally knew each other from a different lifetime. But even if you don't believe me, that is very real. You encountering someone that you never expected to encounter because you were just happened to be at a gas station and they said something about the color of your car. And then 30 minutes later, you're having a fantastic conversation. You're saying, yes, I needed to meet you. And it doesn't have to be romantic in any shape or form. It can be in so many different levels, relationships. We got to remember that the word relationship includes all relationships with our children, with our significant others, with ourselves. So when you meet someone or you have someone in your life that is a little bit more challenging and you can appreciate their existence, all of a sudden it doesn't become as challenging. It's giving you another perspective, another point of view on how to receive that person in your life. If you are stuck in this person doesn't understand me and I don't understand this person, which again, it's fine and totally fine to be in that state. We all get there. We all have them. Oh, I have fantastic stories to tell about some really interesting characters in my life for whom I had to write letters and things of, making sure we set some boundaries. You can't just be yelling at people, friend, even if you feel like you can, because in your culture it's okay to yell at people. No, it's not. um, but it doesn't matter. The point is that I'm very grateful for that person because that person shaped me to also be much more compassionate because I learned that it was hard for that person to live the everyday. There was a lot of anxiety in that person's life. So it just reflected in a way that it was, a lot of trauma, a lot of tantrums would come up. Just difficulty with expressing themselves in a non-confrontational manner, and that's okay. And this is a funny thing: when you have children like mine, and I shouldn't say that, it's not all the time, but when it's hard for them to communicate their emotions in a way that the rest of us can understand, that's when it's important to kind of be space for them. So again, without having each and every one of us in this fantastic, colorful rainbow that is on this planet, the experience wouldn't be the same. And in my belief is we wouldn't find it as interesting to come down here on this planet. We wouldn't be creating as many wonderful and terrible things. Um, I'm in the belief system that we are capable of such beauty, and all we have to do is stay in that optimistic sense of, okay, what else can I create that will bring more joy to the people around me, that will edify, that will educate, that will bring on the party? Because we're alive, we're here, each and every one of us. And as we come and go, right? Because some of us, some beautiful souls come into our lives and then they go on to a next stage, whether it's death or not, whether they just, you don't see them as much anymore because it was a beautiful friendship, but you go outgrow or you move or whatever it is. um but you're grateful for that time that you had together with that person, and you can appreciate that and be able to let it go and welcome new things to come in your way, or welcome them later on after they've had their own transformations and their own adventures to then share again later on in life, like I did with a really great friend of mine from seventh grade. I've never stopped loving that sweet girl, and here we are again, and now we're reconnecting at a whole other level, and it is such a gift to me. And I feel like I'm a gift to her too, which is really nice. So I guess my question for you guys, or my challenge for y'all, is to pay attention to the people in your lives. They all have something very important to give you, and you have something very important to give them. So just remember, you are important. You're supposed to be here right now. You chose to be here. And I am super grateful that that's the case, that you came and that you're sharing of yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's part of the whole life spectrum. I just like the idea that I can choose my experience. So I choose this. I choose it differently because I've seen what happens. It's that's what's the beautiful thing about foresight. You are given those moments where you want to really strangle someone. They always do that in cartoons when they're like killing them. It's just not good. And your brain, it just does that. It's part of it, and it's absolutely normal, by the way. My sister's in school psychology, and she tells me all the time, in psychology, it's okay, it's what happens, what your brain does. You just say, no. Not gonna do that. But that's the beauty of having that foresight, right? You can choose the whole spectrum. In each relationship, you can be like, I'm gonna fight this person because they're pissing me off and blah blah blah, and then that that's gonna have repercussions. Or you can just take a deep breath, be at peace versus the need to be right, because that's the funny thing about being right. Each one of us has a very interesting perspective on what's right and what's wrong, even when there are facts or truths involved. So you're still dealing with people in relationships. So, but you still have to, for me, I just love the importance of each and every one of us. I am very grateful for the people that I meet, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you watching, of course. My little nugget is for you to just keep that in mind when you go through life and looking at the people that surround you, seeing if you can have a little extra gratitude, even for the ones that make life a little interesting. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'm sending y'all so much love and light. Oh, of course, if you don't see the live, please go ahead to my YouTube channel. And if you like the video, hit like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe over there. And then hit the notification button so that you can see when I upload new videos. And I'm sorry again, for some reason, I see that people are watching, but I don't see any comments on my end. I might have to restart my computer maybe. I will check the comments afterwards. Either way, I send you all so much love and light and wish you a wonderful evening, and I will catch you tomorrow for day 16. God bless.